guys, welcome back to my channel and welcome to another video. Today I wanted to discuss with you my first impressions of the Louis Vuitton Agenda in the MM size and kind of give you a short comparison to the PM size. I've had this for over a month now, so I kind of now know how it feels, how it works. This one I've had for years. What I wanted to do is just go through the details, give you an idea of both the sizing, what my personal thoughts are, and all that good stuff. When I first started my YouTube channel, I believe, or at the beginning of my YouTube channel, I actually did a full review on the smaller one. So if you are interested in seeing that, I will have it linked up here and down below. So this one is the Louis Vuitton Agenda PM, so the smallest size. And on the inside, I had it engraved with my initials. And I got it back then in the Damier Ebene because my first Louis Vuitton bag was also in the Damier Ebene. It was the Speedy. I also have a review on that if you haven't seen it yet, which will be linked as well. I wanted something to match and I was in love with this piece. However, with time, I noticed that it was just getting too small. It's great if you are someone that, you know, writes like just your appointments and goes. Then this is perfect. But for me, I started to notice that I just needed a bigger size agenda because I just wrote down a lot more than the dates. Like I write my to-dos in there, I write birthdays. For my YouTube channel, I have all the planning for that. I write my analytics in there, so everything is kind of in here. Well, not in here. So what I would use is just a normal calendar, and I figured, you know what, I really want to get the Louis Vuitton Agenda in a bigger size. Now I thought of getting the GM, which is the biggest, but I really felt like that was too big because it wouldn't go in all my purses. So I ended up getting the MM size in the monogram print, which I'm very happy about because I really love how this looks with the monogram. The first agenda filling I could find, I'm using. I'm not really happy with that one, so I have to still find the right filling. I did not get this one engraved. What I do like about the inside of this one, it has all these compartments for cards. So if you are traveling, or let's say you go to an office and you have like a certain office card that you always need to have with you, you can put it in here and it's great. In the back, it also has like a compartment for paper, whereas the PM has also some card slots, just a little bit smaller. I will go through the sizing with you just to give you an idea. So the sizing of the PM, 14.5 centimeters by 10 centimeters, and then by 2 centimeters. Whereas the larger size is 18.5 centimeters tall, so it's 4 centimeters taller, by 14 centimeters wide, so also 4 centimeters wider, and then by 3 centimeters, so it's a centimeter thicker. For paper size, what you need in this one is really like the pocket size. If you go on Etsy or on Filofox, I believe it is also called the pocket size, whereas this is a personal size. It's still not A5. Just to make sure that is clear, A5 is still bigger. The paper that I use at this moment is, in my idea, quite thin. I would like something that's a little bit longer so I just have more room to write. So that is something I'm still in the market for, and some dividers and all that good stuff. So if anyone has some recommendations on where I can purchase all of that, please let me know down below and so I can do that and then give you an updated version. If you are in the market for one of these and you really can't decide, personally, I would for sure go for the bigger size. Pricing wise, the small one is 280 euros, whereas the larger one is 460 euros. Price wise, okay, there is a difference. If you really don't want to spend that much money, but you really want a Louis Vuitton Agenda, okay, then you could go for this. However, I think long term, this still makes more sense. It is a little bit more of an investment, but you really can write down a lot more, a lot can fit in it. And what I love is that the rings is a lot more sturdy than in the smaller version. Whereas this one, this one is great, but first of all, it's hard. You can't really put that many papers in there because the rings are so tiny. So if you put too much, you can't even fold it. So what I used to do when I used this one as an actual agenda, I could only put 1 month in there because as soon as I had 2 months in there, it was too thick and it would be hard to like turn the pages. So I would put 1 month, and then every time I would take it out, and then the whole point of an agenda is kind of ruined, I feel like. So now I'm trying to think of how I can still use this. If I hadn't had gotten this engraved, I probably would have sold it by now. Also, I wanted to give you guys an idea of how they fit. For me, that was very important to think of as well when purchasing. I have my Louis Vuitton Pochette Métis with me, which I believe is a perfect bag to show you guys because obviously it's going to fit in anything bigger. Most people have a bag in this size usually, so that's why I'm also showing you this. Obviously this one fits in very easily. It has no problem. You can even put it in the smaller pocket in the front and be good to go. For me, it was of course important to know if this one would fit in. So just to give you an idea, this fits perfectly in my Pochette Métis. There's no problem with the closure. There's still a lot of room inside to put more items in there. You can just be on the go with your agenda. So if you are in the market for this agenda and you don't really carry a shopper bag to work and you carry something more in this size, you can be assured that the agenda in the MM size also fits in there perfectly, which I think is very assuring and important, of course, when you buy an agenda because you want it to go everywhere. But you know, worst case scenario, you hold it and it's cute too. All right, so those were all the details that I have for you on the Louis Vuitton agenda. I am still looking for the right filling for it, and once I have that, I would love to flip through it with you guys. If you guys are interested in that, please let me know down below. And if you guys have any recommendations as to where I can find nice inserts, let me know as well. I really hope you enjoyed this video and it gave you some idea as to which one would suit you best. Please let me know which one you would get. I'd love to hear what your guys' opinions are. And again, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing. I'm here every Sunday. I'd love to have you along for it. But until my next video, I hope you have a lovely day, morning, evening, afternoon, midnight, whatever you're having. I hope it's wonderful, and see you in my next video.